Wait, restart.
That's okay. We can cut it off.
Oh. You can cut this off.
Yeah. Clearly you're not ready. Come, mini-me. Come, my mini-me.
No, it's too close.
It's alright.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, welcome back to our channel podcast. Me?
I'm mini-me.
Well, she's my mini-me. I'm me.
We get it by now.
Okay. So, I'm Shaima.
And I'm Tia.
And today we thought we'll do something a little bit different. Yeah. And we thought, how about we try and pick each other's brains and think, what would you do if you were in so-and-so situation? So,
and these are hypothetical questions.
So I thought it would be interesting to do something a little bit funny, a bit light. Because I have no idea. Like, I don't know what my kid would do if she was in this situation. And I don't know what... I mean, she might not know. Or maybe you can guess.
Yeah.
Maybe you can guess. Okay, I'll give you a little scenario. So, background story. Does everyone know who you are? What's life about for us?
If you don't know who I am, go to our very first intro,
mm-hmm.
and you will find out a bit more because I can't keep saying in every single podcast.
But I'm the mum of this wonderful 10-year-old daughter, and I have a wonderful 9-year-old son, soon to be 9 years old, and he's special need, and she's beautiful and gorgeous, as you can see. But and
we have more information about us again in the intro.
She has lots of illnesses that she's been battling, but she's wonderful and brilliant, and that's why we're doing this podcast together, me and her, because she's my bestie.
Yes, one of my besties, but my number one.
What?
Bestie.
See, every time you do this to me, why? In my head, I'm like, you're my number one, and then you let me down.
You're my number one, but I have other besties.
No, I'm the only bestie. You cannot have other besties. Seriously. She does this all the time. Right, I know deep down inside I'm her number one.
It changes daily.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I'm your best friend.
Okay.
Because otherwise I'm not going to feed you and I'm not going to take you to the hospital. I'm not going to do nothing. Then go get your friend to do it for you, right?
Okay.
Yeah, anyways. So let's do those hypothetical questions then. All right? Okay, first question. If Jurassic Park was real, would you visit? Now, Tia, what do you think Mummy would say? Yes or no?
Yes. But it depends if the dinosaurs are caged up and you're far away from them. But if you could see them and it's like open to the public, I think you would go.
Okay.
What do you think about me? I
think you would go.
But do you want to add any more details?
I think you'd go because I think you like... what they're called, dinosaurs. I was going to say Jurassics. I think you like dinosaurs. I think you would go.
Dragons and dinosaurs.
Yeah, I think you'll be curious. You'll be interested. That's my opinion.
But do you think I'd go even if they weren't secure and I was really close to them?
No, I think you wouldn't. I think if you knew they're safe,
like same as like what
blah,
I said.
Then yeah.
I shouldn't really be saying any of this. You shouldn't be adding this.
Actually, I wouldn't go.
You wouldn't go?
No, I wouldn't go.
I would go. So you're correct. And I'm wrong. Okay.
All right.
So take that one off.
What? One for you, one for me?
Yeah.
So Tia and one for me, one for you. Okay, what would you do if you had 24 hours to live? What do you think Mummy would do if she had 24 hours to live?
I think you would get a really awesome job in 24 hours.
Okay.
And get paid a lot.
Okay.
I think you would try something new that you've been really wanting to try, like really crazy, like exciting. You do loads of those. And I think you would travel somewhere really like mind-blowing. Like
I have 24 hours to live.
24 hours? Somewhere not far.
Like
to the mountains.
Mm.
And just like, I don't know, camp out or something. Or hills and
Yeah.
camp out and just scream and be all crazy. And I think you'd go on a date with Baba and eat something really awesome.
If you had 24 hours, I think it depends how old you are, but I think in the real world,
At this age.
really,
Yeah.
oh, that's difficult. Because I'll tell you what I think
That's,
you would
that's
do.
what I'm telling you.
Like
at
right
your
now.
age.
Oh man, you see, I think
That was hard for me.
I think if you could, I'd definitely see you doing parachuting or bungee jumping. But you can't do it at this age. But I know that you would definitely do if you had.
I can tell you
24
that's
hours.
correct because that doesn't count anyways.
But what would you do?
Starting from the morning to the evening.
I think you would eat Korean food, lots of it. I think you'd be with all your friends, the close friends. Like, I think you'd be with them. I think you would. I think you'd eat Korean food and and be with your friends. I can't think of anything else.
Maybe I could go somewhere awesome.
Well, I'm thinking what would be somewhere
Or
awesome.
I could
You can't fly to Japan. You always wanted to go to Japan. I think you would do that, but
Tokyo.
Tokyo
Japan, yeah.
is the safe. But I think that'll be far. Anyway, am I close?
Yeah. But Cass, add something.
You're gone.
Go on a shopping spree.
Oh, what clothes?
Like just everything.
Or
Shopping
food?
spree. No, for everything.
Oh, everything.
Just go to
Anything and everything.
Just go to like the mall and just go get food and like clothes and accessories and
everything.
stationery and yes, I like stationery.
I think you got the mountain thing right. The date, no. I think I would spend all my time with you guys. I would go up
Your
the mountain.
family.
Yeah, my family.
Just all
my
of
kids,
us.
my mum,
Not like
dad.
separate.
No, all of you guys. And then I'll go up into the mountain. I agree. I would probably bungee jump from the mountain for the sake of it.
Because it's the last day on earth and
I've got 24 hours to live.
24 hours to live.
What else would I do? I don't know. And I'll pray to God.
Oh! And you forgot that one.
Well, I didn't know whether you were going to do it. Well, I guess you were going to do it.
Have
No,
we
you were
prayed to
going to.
God?
Yeah, we would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I agree with you on the Korean.
Okay,
I
so-
agree with everything.
Korean. Okay, what could you do if you found out you could stop time? Oh, what would Mummy do if she could stop time?
Can you go first this time? And do me?
Okay, I think if you could stop time, you would... If you could stop time...
So like stop time, like, and everything stops.
What would you do? Yeah, but if you stop time, then you stopped everything. What's the point of that?
No, stop time. Like we don't move from 2023.
Oh, wow.
There's no future.
Yeah, and
Something
then?
that like if you said next week I'm gonna get this is gonna happen and that can't happen.
Oh, okay. If I could stop time...
And we just get stuck in 2023 for centuries and centuries. What would I do?
That's a bit rubbish.
Anything.
You'd go back to school. You'd go to school.
Yeah.
You'd just be in school. And you wouldn't be sick. The thing
No,
is,
I would stay sick.
No, I don't want that. I don't want that. Let's not do 2023. Can we jump forward, please?
That's just skip the
Okay.
sick part.
What
What would I do? Little battery. Oh my god. We're back.
Okay, we're back. I think if you could stop time, you'd be at school, definitely. And I don't know. I really don't understand this question. I shouldn't have written it down. That's stupid. Sorry. What
If
do you
you
think,
could
Mum?
stop time, I think. Oh, I make it easier. If you could stop everything, so it replays.
Yeah.
Like
I
the
would-
shops are open and they'll just be open and open
Okay,
and they won't close.
I think you would stop your cheeks from getting bigger, I guess, maybe.
Okay.
And I would stop my hair from getting thinner.
That's a
the
good
only
one.
thing. Okay, right, next question. Because that's just... yeah.
Rubbish. Rubbish question. Guys, don't answer that question.
What would you do
not
if you were the ruler of a country for a day? If you ruled the country for the day, so England, if you were, instead of Rishi Sunak, if you were Rishi Sunak, or if I was Rishi Sunak. So if I was in power, like the Prime Minister right now, if I was him, what would Mummy do for a day?
She would make the cost of things like gas for the cars and just everyday things much cheaper.
I agree.
Just general things.
Yeah.
But wait, tell me if I'm correct.
Yeah. Okay.
You would make houses cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Stop saying mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. And you would make a rule that you in public you can't be aggressive. You can't be aggressive in public, but you can't do anything about, obviously your private life at home. But if you get caught, like from a window, doing something not good, then they have the right to come up, and police have the right to come up and stop the aggression.
Okay.
Or what's the word? When like
Violence.
Aggression.
Harassing.
Someone, like a woman or a man.
Drug.
Oh, and drugs and
all of that stuff.
All of that stuff you would make illegal.
Yeah.
So you need to, if you want drugs, you need to prescribe it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
You can't go to the pharmacy and just ask for. You can ask for paracetamol, but you can't ask for really strong medicines that you can take loads to do the bad stuff.
Okay. What would you do? I think if you were in control, I think you would give all the children access to really good food. So they would get a delivery box with all the food that they want every single week of everything. Anything they want, and you'd make it absolutely free for them. I think you would make school without uniform. I think you would maybe make school days shorter.
Any stuff for adults? As well? Just general, not just kids.
Adults. What would you do for the adults? I think you would.
Just general, like the public.
Yeah, I think you would. I think you'd give everyone a bit more money, less taxes, pay them more, and I think you would make food cheaper. Obviously,
Everything food.
I think you give cars out more freely to people, or scooters, or whatever it is. Yeah, I think that's what you would do.
Okay, do you want to correct me first?
So, if I could do it, I would definitely increase salaries for the NHS, the nurses, and all the junior doctors, everyone to get paid more.
Yeah.
I'd make public transport free. I would make school days. I'd cut down the holidays so they're not so long. I'd give you longer summer holidays, less half terms.
Yeah.
I would make school hours a bit longer. I would remove or abolish or minimise the cost, the taxes. What else would I do? Yeah, I think that's it.
Anything that I said that you would change?
No, you're right. Almost everything is right. Criminalising people. I would have tougher rules for people that do something bad in this country. I would be
more strict.
But I would give out more wealth, more money to people. I'll make things fairer.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
And then for me,
you?
I would say you're not correct on the uniform.
Oh really? You want uniforms?
I like uniforms.
Okay. I used to like uniforms too.
But I think I would change it and make it from once you've done your GCSEs, then you didn't.
Oh, sixth form.
Sixth form. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And what else did you say? You said about the food for the kids. I would do that, like kind of like a deal for the kids,
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
deal. You don't need to. It's all free.
Yeah,
Did you say it was free?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll say it's free for the kids. And what else did you say?
Maybe if the listeners were live, then they could
Yeah.
remind me.
Yeah.
Because my memory's so bad.
Well, I could tell you what I would add.
Yeah.
I would definitely add, like, I would add, like you said, longer hours at school and long half terms, longer
holidays, bigger
longer like
holidays.
summer holidays and Christmas holidays, but
Less half terms.
less half terms, like 2 half terms in a year or something.
Yeah.
And I would make like public transport free.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd make graffiti completely illegal, except from if you're doing it on, like, there'll be like signs saying you can do graffiti.
Okay.
Like a
Only in
graffiti
designated
wall
areas.
for graffiti.
But you would make those areas so
Yeah.
people can be able
Yes.
to use it. But, it
And
wouldn't
but
be
there will be
anywhere.
cameras on all open walls,
Yeah.
like shops and everything. As soon as the camera sees a
Someone
thing, it will
trying
stop
to-
them and it will
Ah.
make an alarm or something.
Interesting.
'Cause
like
I hate
that.
graffiti.
Really?
Absolutely hate
I
graffiti.
love graffiti.
I hate graffiti on something that is like. I hate the graffiti that's not art.
Yeah, yeah.
But
You
I
don't
love
like graffiti
graffiti.
when it's like done randomly
Yeah,
and just
and
for
it's-
vandalism,
yeah.
like just to ruin something.
Yeah.
But I love like there's
Like
a place in
actual-
East London.
Yeah, you
Do
should meet
remember?
me and my friend went.
And I've forgotten the name. But I think it's near Waterloo Station.
Yeah,
And it was just beautiful.
yeah.
All the art.
And it was like
graffiti art
and we walked.
down the tunnel.
Yeah,
It was
and it was on the
really-
ceilings. That's amazing. I love graffiti.
As
I
an
hate,
art.
As an art, I hate
when it's
when
done,
it
like,
ruins
ruins something. Yeah.
ruins something. That's like, why
Like
did
a
you ruin it? It
building
was
or
so
something.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I just has to ruin it.
So another question. This is the one that made me giggle. What would you do? What would you do if you were swimming and you lost your bathing suit? I knew you were going to do that while you're drinking. So yeah. Okay. What do you think Mama would do?
I think you would scream. I think you would scream to the top of your lungs, and you'd say, "Somebody, get me a towel! Everybody, close your eyes!" I think
not coming
that
out
would
of
be
the
the
water.
first thing, and then don't say anything. And then I think you would swim deep underwater.
Get deeper, darker.
Wait. You swim deep underwater, and underwater...
Just sink and die.
Deep underwater, you would swim
Yeah,
to the stairs.
like a dolphin. Or a seal.
No, you'd swim normally,
Okay.
but at the very bottom of the water, so no one can see you from the
Yeah,
shadow. But
I
you'd
don't
go
know
as
what you
deep
think
as
I'm a
possible.
fish.
As deep as you
Okay,
can.
yeah, go
If
on.
you're in a pool, like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
deep
yeah,
pool, you go as deep as you can,
Okay.
and then obviously breathe.
Yeah. Breathe. Thanks for the advice.
Like come up and breathe.
Take a breath and go back down. Yeah.
And then you'd swim all the way to the side where you get out,
Yeah.
hoping someone got you a towel or... I don't know. I just know you would do that, and you'd probably just stay really... You'd keep hiding underwater until someone
you come
sees
out.
you
Yeah.
and is like, oh, yeah, let me get you
Yeah. Yeah.
a towel. But I think you just keep hiding really deep underwater, like under the covers.
I think if it was you, I think you would swim. I don't think you would panic. You'd swim towards maybe mummy, daddy, and get close to them, and then I think you'd say, "Can you come here? Come!" And like you'd say it really angry and really with a low voice, so no one pays attention. And then you'd be like, all like getting all red and stressed, and you'd be like, Can you give me a towel, please? And you say it like with your mouth closed. And then I think you'd think that someone's going to go inside the water with the towel, make it wet and wrap you up while you're coming out. But I
So
think
you
that's how you
think
do
that
it.
someone would...
Take the towel. I think you would think I was going to go in the water and take the towel wet and wrap you up in it. That's what I think you would.
I wouldn't mind if you did that.
Yeah, see? That's what I know.
I don't want to walk out of the water like
Naked.
I'm not a mermaid.
Okay. So was that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Spot on.
So with me, what you said is absolutely right, but the only difference is the first thing I would say is the first thing I always call the first person I call out,
which is Ali.
Ali, my husband. He would be the first one. But yeah, that was an interesting goal. What the hell? Okay, got two more. So quickly, what would you do if you were 6 years old?
Which we've both lived.
Exactly. I mean, I'm hoping I'm not talking to someone who's 5.
What would I do if I was 6 years old? I would be less annoying.
Oh, you weren't annoying.
I'd be less annoying. I would stand up for myself more. I would
Why, were you picked on or were you bullied when you were 6?
think so, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, when I lost my hair. There was always boys that were giggling that were in like year 4 or something. Always giggling and just...
Is that in your first school?
No, that was Ark Franklin, yeah. Ark Franklin.
Mm.
And I don't know, I just used to get so
Isn't
upset.
that happened just once or twice when we spoke to
Yeah,
the
that happened
head
like...
teacher and they wrote a letter out to everyone.
Yeah, that happened like once or twice. I used to hate it though. But I feel like I
stopped,
should have...
didn't
They did stop, I think.
But what
They
do you
still
think
used
you should
to
have done?
like kind of look... I feel like I should have went up to them and said, stop looking at me, or like, I don't know why it's funny. Like,
but you do know that when you're so young, you're not going to learn these skills, how to defend yourself. Like, don't feel like, don't regret that you didn't do it.
But I feel like even if I can't defend myself, I would have just looked at them. I know it's possible, just not even to look at them in a rude way, just to look at them.
But
and
what you went through,
it's
at
natural
a young
to
age,
get shy
at a young
and
age,
want to hide.
Exactly. It's a new thing. You lost your hair. This doesn't happen, does it? It's
I
not
feel
normal.
like,
for a
make
child
it better,
so young.
I would want to feel less ashamed.
Exactly.
I want to feel less ashamed about it so that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So I wish I wasn't, because I do remember being always wearing loads of like wigs and stuff, and I wasn't really liking it. I know that's normal, but I wish I had learned the skill over time
Just be accepting
of just
it and
accepting
being proud of it.
which now I do, because as you can see, I'm not bold, but I used to be, and just accepting it, because it's actually not that bad, and so many women are bold, like skin bold. And I think I was so young, I just thought it was like weird, like, because always see on TV and on the roads, everybody had luscious long hair,
And you did have long hair.
and I did have really long,
Beautiful
really long hair.
But I think you obviously you are young, and I think any child at that age would have done exactly the same as you. No one would have handled it better than what happened. You know, wanting to put a wig on and fitting in like everyone else, because that was what kids have. They have hair. They don't not have hair. When you're adult, it's different. But you know, like, you can't really change that. You can't say, I wish I was more accepting of myself, because you're so young, you still can't build that.
But now
confidence.
I can. Now I can stand up for myself.
You spent so
now
many
I can.
years with different
And I'm
experiences,
older,
and you're
and I'm
older,
just
and
older.
and you've learned how to manage it and cope with it and accept it and love yourself and be more confident. Do you know what I mean? But that took years and years of doing. But I hear what you're saying. But okay, that's a good point.
One more thing I would do is 6-year-old, right?
Yeah.
I would.
Do you want to change the age?
No, it's 6-year-old. I would be, I would want to ask more questions. I know I asked a lot of questions as a child. I know that for a fact. Because growing up, I'm really lucky that you've taught me, you've gave me a lot of answers and stuff. So growing up, I had so much knowledge, like natural fact. But I wish I'd asked more, so I had known more.
Learned more information.
More information.
Become more
Independent as well.
No.
Knowledgeable.
Yeah. More knowledgeable.
Smart. Like have.
Yeah, but you oh.
Someone's
Okay.
at the door.
One moment.
Bear with. Bear with. Bear with.
That was a long break.
Ads are finished. Let's continue.
What were we talking about?
How I would want to.
What else would you do when you're 6?
Yeah.
Oh, you'd be more knowledgeable.
And
I don't know what I would do if I was 6.
what would you do if you were 6? I think you would do. Wait, we're answering our own questions now.
I would do more sports.
Oh, that's a good one.
I never used to play sports. I would definitely do more sports, and I'd have more friends.
Did I play more?
And I'll play more outside, and I'll be less. I was very obedient to Mama and Baba. Like whatever they said, like okay, don't go out, no problem. I never really
Negotiate
express
with
or
them.
try to negotiate.
Yeah.
So what I could do, what I would have done when if I
Like,
was 6.
Mommy, no, I really want to go
Yeah.
outside.
I should have made more friends and played
Yeah.
outside more. I never did. I used to stay indoors because Mama used to always tell me stay inside, and never really had much friends. And then I think I would play more sports, definitely.
Did I play a lot of sports?
Oh, excuse me.
At 6?
Yeah, you did ballet and you did
Swimming.
you did swimming, ballet, and you tried so many. And you did. So
I
many
did
sports.
that. Yeah.
Muay Thai. Is it Muay Thai?
No.
One of those martial arts.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, you did one of the martial
I
arts.
did
You did
jiu-jitsu.
football.
I did football.
I remember. You did stage like acting
Yeah.
and singing and dancing, and you did running, of course, running club.
At 6?
No, not at 6. You're right. Not you did. We discovered that you're good at running later. Anyway, last question, but not least, if you could know the truth behind any secret or mystery, what would that be? What do you think Mummy would be? What would she want to know?
Would be what my dad is actually thinking 24/7, but he's not telling
Who, me?
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
Because he's always like hiding, and he doesn't want to like upset you, or he
Okay.
just wants to keep it to himself.
Okay.
Another secret would be
Well, what are you looking at?
I'm just trying to think.
Mm.
So like a secret that you'd want to know the
A
truth
secret
of.
or a mystery, yeah.
The case of the missing banana. I'm joking.
What banana?
I'm joking.
Oh.
I'm being sarcastic. A secret.
Okay, that's one. Khalas, that's the one that you need to do.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fine.
And Tia, what would your...
Oh, and for me to know a secret for like Ryan's, like my brother, where his bruise came from, where his cut came from,
Okay.
know the truth, where this injury came from, and to know for me at school what actually happened between me and my friends.
I think you would want to know... if animals really understand what we're saying, if your pets really feel what we're feeling, your cats.
Oh, I shouldn't be saying anything.
I think that's a good one you'd want to know. I don't know, would aliens exist? Do aliens exist? That's a mystery. I think you might want to know. Am I right? Wrong?
100% right.
So you want to know about aliens. What else do you want to know?
If
Animals.
animals like understand
Stand on
you.
top.
Also, I would want to know if magic.
Why are you
is
doing
real.
that to your face?
I'd want to know if magic is real.
That's a
I'd
good
want to
one.
know if magic exists. Not if it's
Okay.
real. If it existed. If it exists.
Magic,
Like,
there are some people, I think, in my opinion, have supernatural abilities, because I did witness something supernatural. But I think, and it's mentioned in the Quran as well, so I know that magic does exist, only to some people. But I think a lot
You
of
can't
the
get
magicians, they're not magicians, they're illusionists, which
Yeah.
is different. They're not
It's
actually
just-
doing
it's just
magic.
a
It's
skill.
just a skill, a
you just
trick.
study it. You
It's
just
a trick,
study it.
quick
That anyone
hand,
can-
blah, blah,
yeah.
blah. But there are some people who generally can do it, and I don't think that is very common.
It's very, very rare.
Yeah.
But you can't just like in the films, like you can't just be crazy scientist gives you the like powers.
Yeah.
Or can that happen?
No. Magic is not like that.
Magic is not like
No.
superpowers.
It's like just like this pen comes from here and
Yeah.
goes over there. That's
Yeah.
the kind of magic.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But nothing super powery
Superpowery.
kind of thing.
Only
Well,
like maybe
with
you can
me-
move objects.
The stuff that you said, which I've forgotten again.
Which
my
is
memory is
Bubba.
like a goldfish. I feel like,
Bub-
like I'm Dory.
Which
I'm
is
such a gold-
it's like daddy.
I'm like Dory.
You knowing daddy.
No, I don't want to know what daddy's thinking of. I don't want to know that. You got that wrong. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you?
I'm not really interested in what daddy has to think. Not in a disrespectful way,
yeah.
but no.
But it's none of your business. You don't really.
No, exactly.
It's
It's his
business.
mind. Like, I think he needs that
I don't.
privacy.
I just want to. Yeah.
I don't think I want to invade that. I invaded his
Yeah.
life anyway.
Yeah.
took
I got
control of
married to
everything,
you.
and he's like, I.
I'm
get him
your
to do
wife. I
everything.
take control.
Exactly. I wouldn't do that to his little brain. Bless him. I think the mystery that I would like to know is what's wrong with my son, Ryan. So part of what you said is correct. So not how did he get scratched. I just want to know why he's disabled. And anyone that doesn't know,
He's disabled. I think you mentioned that.
Yeah, in the introduction he's
And you
he's
mentioned
disabled
that in the
at the
beginning
beginning.
video.
But my son has a lot of disabilities, and he's actually undiagnosed, and he's 9 years old, and it's one of the most not distressing, it's very heartbreaking that I don't know what's wrong with my kid. And I've tried with many doctors and we haven't got anywhere. Like, I don't know what's wrong with
And
him.
it's
I don't
really
know why
hard
he
for me
uses a
as well.
chair.
It's really hard, like, for my mum and my dad, but it's also really hard to know that I have a brother that's somehow disabled, but you don't actually know if he's disabled because no one's
No,
said
you know he's disabled, but you don't know what it is.
What it is that's disabled.
Like, you
So
don't know-
I can't go to my friends and say, I'd say my brother's disabled. What disability does he have? I don't know.
Like, you know that he can't walk properly. He walks unsteady. He's very like wobbly on his feet. He can walk, but he doesn't walk properly.
Like
he's
a drunk.
very wobbly. He's like a drunk. His coordination is bad. He's non-verbal. He doesn't understand things like when you talk to him. He's intellectually like quite behind. He has some seizures. He's like, you know, got different tones, weak and strong. He has bubble dysfunction. He's got many lots of things, but
He has different ways of communicating.
What is wrong with him? Not knowing what's wrong with him, and therefore not knowing how to treat him, and therefore not knowing what to expect from him. Like, I don't know how long he's supposed to live for, or how long, you know, is his problems going to get better or worse? Like, is there any hope for him? Like, is there any medical stuff? We did lots of stuff, like genetics and metabolic and blah, blah,
scans.
blah. And you'd be surprised the number of idiots that know nothing in this country. It's remarkable. I wish I could take him somewhere and find out what's wrong with him, but that is one mystery I'd like to know. The other thing, actually, what is a secret, which I would love to know, which we were never going to really find out, but the afterlife. I would love to know about heaven and hell. I don't want to know about hell, but you know, I want to know what happens after we die. I genuinely want to know. You know,
does it not say in the Holy Book?
It says it in the Quran, but it's still a secret. Like, no one's ever entered that place. You know, like, you can't go there temporarily, take a glimpse and come back and be like, oh yeah, guys, guess what I saw? Like, you're not. It's your faith.
Can I disagree?
Go on.
I'd actually want to leave as a surprise.
You do want to leave as a surprise?
I just want to leave as a surprise. Just enter, like, surprise, like, oh my God, this is heaven. I didn't know that this happens and this happens and this happens. But no, I guess what you mean by being excited and waiting, just having like, oh my God, like, hopefully this is what's going to happen. Like, inshallah, this is what's going to happen. So it's a bit of both, but I think I'd, like, I just knowing already from the Quran, like, just the Quran, the Islamic holy book, knowing, like, the basic stuff, like, you can drink without getting drunk. You can smoke without damaging your lungs. You don't get hurt. You always stay young. Like, just knowing those stuff, and more beautiful than you,
what you are right now
on earth. You
don't remember pain.
You don't remember pain. You don't remember what happened on earth.
You remember that? No, you do remember the good things.
Stuff.
You don't remember.
But you don't remember the bad stuff.
The painful things and bad stuff.
And
you don't do wee-wee, you don't do poo-poo.
Yeah.
You don't stink and fart. Yes.
You don't burp. You can click your fingers and food will appear. Just all these stuff. But I'm just knowing that, I get so excited. I don't need to actually know what exactly is there. I don't need to actually know what can we not eat, and how is it, like, is it an island? Is it like the earth, but just like, I don't need to know that stuff. I just want to wait for and be like, oh my God, like, this is heaven.
Fair enough. That's a very good way of explaining it. Fair enough. I think I want to know the secret. Yeah, I'd like to see. But hey ho, the more realistic one though is my son. that I think that's more doable. But
I forgot my one.
Oh no, you're gonna ask Dory me. I don't remember.
What was the question?
What secret would you know? Aliens and... Okay, never mind. I guess we'll leave it at aliens. Oh, animals.
Animals, knowing if they can understand you. Yeah.
So, thank
you.
And
magic.
Oh, and magic. Magic,
I think would be my number one.
I think, okay. So let's say magic then. Yeah?
And we're going to magically disappear.
Well, yeah, we are going to magically disappear.
And your screens will have something else.
Yeah, after this. Or, you know, audio. We're going to magically go quiet and silent until the next session. Right?
Okay.
See you guys. Bye.
Really? Mama, you need to stay still.
No, baby. We need to have an ending. What would be our ending?